Let's face it, it is really freaking tough for Hasbro to continuously pump out new and innovative blasters every year. In order to push out new products, sometimes Hasbro has to get a little bit messy, and that involves rehashing, reusing, and recycling old blasters, blaster styles, blaster gimmicks, putting them into new shells and serving them to us as new blasters. So I've looked at some patterns, some styles of blasters that we're seeing from Nerf every single year, and I've compiled them into this video as things you should avoid. This is Nerf Guns, what you should never buy. Starting with number 1, you should avoid any Nerf breach system blasters. And you might be wondering, what does breach mean? Well, it's just a style of loading. For example, we got the sharp fire and the ion fire, and to load them you simply take the cocking mechanism, you pull it backwards and it stays there. It reveals the chamber in which you can load a single dart into. You pull the cocking mechanism forward and then you can fire it. And it doesn't sound like a big hassle, you just do it pretty quickly, but slow, it's ineffective. The highest capacity in this blaster is 1 dart. You can't expand it since it's not a clip system blaster. There's no slam fire, and ultimately in a Nerf war you'll get wrecked. Even if we do get future cool breach system blasters with some awesome accessories or whatever, the blasters themselves will always be inferior when it comes to rate of fire. Time to talk about number 2. Don't buy anything that's Nerf plus a camera. Let me explain. So right now on the market we have the Nerf Cam ECS10 and the Nerf Modulus Battle Scout. The Cam has an integrated HD camera in it, and the Battle Scout comes with an HD camera accessory that can be attached to any tactical rail. And in theory, it sounds pretty cool to have some supposedly HD footage from the perspective of the gun, get some cool footage, put it onto YouTube, but in reality, this footage is just garbage. It is pretty hard to find the Nerf Cam in stores right now since production has stopped, but the Cam itself isn't actually a bad blaster. It's fully automatic, just like the Rapid Strike, performs just as well as it, but just the fact that it has an integrated camera jacks up the price to way more than what the blaster is actually worth. And honestly, that's the reality of it. Hasbro's never going to take that risk and make a $200 or $300 Nerf blaster with a really awesome camera because, like I said, it's a Nerf blaster. Nobody's going to spend that kind of money for it. And unless we reach a point in the future where cameras are cheap and good quality, we're not going to see a good Nerf camera anytime soon. So like I said, stay away from anything Nerf plus a camera. Number 3, don't spend any money on Nerf bow or Nerf bow style blasters. As much as you want to be Katniss Everdeen or Legolas sniping people with those archer skills, Nerf bows have never been that popular with fans, and for good reason as well. Looking at them in general, most bow blasters are nothing more than glorified low capacity front loading blasters. In most bow blasters, the bow arms and the strings aren't actually the things firing the dart itself. It's like still the same mechanism as non-bow blasters. So those bow arms and that string is nothing more than unnecessary bulkiness. Most bow blasters can be found within the Rebel series, but we do have other ones like the Zombie Strike Crossfire, the Mega Thunder Bow, and the Elite Strato Bow. So let me just give you some more reasons why you shouldn't buy these blasters. There are some bow blasters that have terrible and ineffective loading mechanisms. There are some bows from the Rebel series that have their own specific type of arrow that don't even perform as well as elite darts. You got some bow blasters that aren't as powerful as non-bow blasters, and in general, bows don't provide any type of advantage during a Nerf war. But unfortunately, I think once the coolness factor wears out, you will just realize that the bow arms and the strings are gimmicky, and I think your attention will eventually shift to something with higher capacity, power, and rate of fire. Alright, let's talk about number 4. Avoid any Nerf RC drones. Okay, like I get it. The Nerf Terra drone is a walking shooting spider, and the Terra Scout is a moving tank with a live feed remote. However, the Nerf Terra drone is a wallet-draining $80 USD, and the Terra Scout is a life-draining $200 USD. It's the second most expensive Nerf product ever to be made. Whether you buy the Terra Scout or the Terra drone, Either way, with that same amount of money, you can go out and buy a freaking Nerf arsenal. And I'm not joking, you can get a couple of good Nerf blasters, and with the money left over, some darts or clips or whatever you need, but you'll end up with everything you need to get up and go have a Nerf war. And I do think RC drones have their limitations as well. I think of them as something that you pick up and play with if you're bored and you just want something to do. But if you do use them in a Nerf war, it's not like you're going to be wrecking your opponent. You're not just going to be chillaxing in the corner, shooting a barrage of darts and hitting your opponent. It's not like the controls are the easiest thing in the world. And honestly, I think RC drones defeats the purpose of a Nerf war. You want to be out there, you want that adrenaline, that excitement of trying to hit your opponent while trying not to get hit yourself. And with an RC drone, there is no risk and no reward ultimately. You're just removing the thrill of the battle. So please keep those dollar bills in your wallet and just remember that RC drones are nothing but cool gimmicks. You'll like them for quite a little bit, but then you'll probably get bored of them after. And that, my friends, is all the info I have for you today. I hope it was helpful, and maybe you'll have some more information on what you should avoid when new Nerf products come out in the future. Like always, make sure you click that like button, that subscribe button, that comment button, all the buttons to help me out with future Nerf videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.